Today on Web Soup, take a trip on the road to nowhere. Hide your head from the rain and your face from the shame. And wave bye-bye to your appetite thanks to things you can't unsee. Plus, sleepy children, tumbling teenagers, and hungry gators. All that and, woo! Show us your kitties! Right here on Web Soup!
Hello, everybody. I'm Chris Hardwick, and welcome to Web Soup. When the internet makes a boom boom, we take a picture and show it to the neighbors. Now, if my calculations are correct, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious virals. This is the big upload. Laser pointers, as we all know, were designed to make innocent, unsuspecting people think they're about to get shot in the face. But they can also be used to annoy Doberman pinschers. Yeah. Delicious. In the dog world, it's not tit for tat, it's tisticles for testicles. Because Doberman pinschers are one of the most perfect killing machines ever to walk the earth, so naturally, you want to help them acquire a taste for human balls. The people in this next viral try to break the world record for mattress dominoes. Oh, I'm glad someone's finally doing that! Before I show this to you guys, I've been told I must include a disclaimer not to attempt this stunt due to the risk of bodily injury. So, if you somehow happen to access 62 mattresses in a giant warehouse, don't try this.
Mattress dominoes. Here we go! Woo!
Yay! We did it! And all we had to do was ruin an entirely perfectly good batch of mattresses. Take that, the homeless. So, if you've ever been to Japan, then you know that at any moment a superhero could tear through a rift in the fabric of space-time to aggressively cheese up your curry. What was even weirder? That was actually a commercial for a funeral home. Why did the Japanese have to keep confusing our American brains with their strange commercials? I mean, what did we ever do to them? Twice. I'm booing myself inside, don't worry. All right, this show needs 20 cc's acute stat. So here's a 5-year-old kid playing his version of Johnny Cash's classic Folsom Prison Blues. Although the little tyke might be missing the Man in Black's tobacco-ravaged drawl, he makes up for it with pure, unwavering adorableness.
When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry.
That little boy later married Courtney Love and blew his own head off. I'm kidding, that was actually a 5-year-old guitar student named Wesley, and he is only allowed to walk the line with a parent or guardian. Aww. Actually, that was just a clip from a new Saturday morning cartoon, Jim Henson's Johnny Cash Babies. They have the big heads and a lot of sadness. All right. So recently, nerds, as you know, San Diego hosted the annual parade of husky girls squeezed into Wonder Woman costumes known as Comic-Con. And although the cloud of body odor that smells like microwave farts has begun to dissipate, the memories have not. Here's what Comic-Con left in its wake. It is Internet on the March. Internet on the March. Now, if you attended the con like I did, you might have seen exclusive footage from Iron Man 2. If you missed it, not to worry. These enterprising fans have recreated it for you on a very tight budget.
Give us the suit. The suit is a weapon.
The suit is not a weapon. The suit is me. I am the suit. I am Iron Man.
The suit is the property of the U.S. government.
Well, that either makes me an indentured servant or a prostitute. Or a senator.
Yay. Really? So apparently in the sequel, Tony Stark's repulsor ray technology has been replaced by a big gulp lid. Spoiler alert! And now for the nerd gift that never runs out of mana, Mr. William Shatner. Now, some genius has taken an old interview from Star Trek V, cut it up, and added a funky beat. The result is toe-tappingly delightful, and will get Shatner stuck in your noggin for days.
Captain Kirk is climbing a mountain. Why is he climbing a mountain? Captain Kirk is climbing a mountain. Why is he climbing a mountain? To hug the mountain. To envelop that mountain will hug the mountain. To envelop that mountain will hug the mountain. That mountain. He wants to make love to the mountain.
Your brain just done got Shatnered all over, yeah. Now, why wasn't that guy at Comic-Con? We'll be right back.
When Web Soup returns, nature's ultimate grudge match, reptile versus melon. And later in the show, Jesus Christ, plus vampires. Enough said.
I'll be honest, I didn't think I was going to be on camera when I started doing this, and then I am, and now it's awkward for all of us. But I'm Chris Hardwick, and welcome back to Web Soup. See, did you ever wonder what would happen if the suave 60s ad execs from Mad Men were suddenly replaced by glue-sniffing whack jobs in their 60s? Well, these next commercials will help answer that intriguing what-if scenario.
Please hold. Da 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 da.
Now, at some point, independent electronics salesmen figured out that the only way to combat big box stores like Best Buy was to give the impression of serious mental illness.
Outrageous audio.
The dream deals have just arrived. 900 watt amp with bass gain for $88 until they're gone. Sony CD player with iPod input for $69 until they're gone.
I did this voice for weeks in front of my wife and kids until they're gone. Umbrellas are great for keeping the rain off your head, flying nannies through British skies, gassing Batman, opening inside for bad luck. But the problem? They just don't encase half my body in a shame bubble.
For hundreds of years, we've been depending on the limitations of the umbrella. Introducing the Nubrella, the next generation in rain gear. The Nubrella is designed for durability and protection against all weather conditions. With its hands-free option, Nubrella offers you the freedom and versatility you need while you're on the go.
It looks like you're stuck in a habit trail, like on the bend. Yeah, go to hell, old Brella. The new Brella's in town. It makes me look like an asshat. Oh. We plopped the new Brella onto Twitter so that all of you could take turns kicking it. And here's what you had to say. At Zarkzox says, not getting laid has never been easier. At Autistic Tweet says, now you can stay dry while you're being beaten from the neck down. And at Clever Username says, Nubrella, because DouchePod was already taken. By what? DouchePod is always okay, everyone, but nice job. Thanks to your joke submissions, we were able to let go 2 of our writers. Yes, they had families to care for, and now that's on your conscience. Congratulations. So, guys, the other day I saw this adorable wiener dog riding a unicycle while balancing a hamster holding a tiny parasol atop its snout. That was indeed incredible. But there was no camera running. Wah, wah. So we gotta show you this next video segment. Some people are born rebels. They don't color inside the lines, they like to speak to the driver while the bus is in motion, or they even try to ascend a downward moving escalator. Excuse me, pardon me. Excuse me, oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me, coming through. Excuse me, they have better nacho bar up there. Excuse me, I'm not deterred at all by how wrong this is. Excuse me, pardon me, need to get upstream to spawn. Pardon me, gotta throw one ring of power into the fires of Mount Doom. Excuse me, pardon me. Excuse me, pardon me, I'm reminiscent of the struggles of an ancient Greek character called Sisyphus. Excuse me, pardon me. I'm completely bored by this bit now. Excuse me, pardon me. 5 more things about going uphill and a Kate Bush reference. Alligators are one of the most frightening creatures on land and in water and in giant alligator movies. But for the most part, they are relatively docile, unless, of course, they come face to face with their mortal enemy, the watermelon.
Oh, that's what I'm talking.
That's not so bad. I guess to be honest, though, that clip is really only scary if you got a watermelon for a head.
Oh, that's what I'm talking.
Next on Web Soup, put on your helmet and elbow pads. It's This Week in Fail. And later, if I told you what this guy was getting ready to eat, you would never stop screaming.
Hello, I'm Chris Hardwick, and welcome back to Web Soup. There are certain things we've seen on our show that we would love for you to try at home. Listen, you got a hot tub? By all means, flood it with liquid poop. Have fun. Feel like eating your weight in microwave pizza rolls? Hey, they're your bowels. You obstruct them with whatever you like, right? But other videos are simply not meant to be emulated. Figured out how to build a go-kart, but realized that constructing an engine for it is just too thinky? Well, then lash it to the back of a pickup truck with a garden hose. I'm sure nothing whatsoever in the history of time will go wrong with that. Oh, and by the by, if you attempt this, you will die. Look at their limp, uncontrollable bodies fly through the air! Because in a go-kart, the entire world is your airbag. But the internet doesn't just shock and disappoint in 3-minute bursts. Sometimes it lets you down more than a drunk dad on Christmas with entire full-length movies. So, as we all know, the second coming is upon us, and Jesus has returned with some kung fu skills to defeat an army of vampires that can walk in the daylight, which is, I can only assume, because the filmmakers couldn't afford a lighting rig. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Jesus Christ, Vampire Hunter.
Body of Christ.
You've just been watching Trinity Broadcast Network Extreme. By the way, I gotta say, they acted bad twice. Once when filming, and again when dubbing in the dialogue. And because, of course, it's Web Soup, even got a shot to the disciples. Yeah. And when Jesus does return as a vampire hunter, I, for one, am hoping he starts with those mopey emo kids from Twilight. Yeah. Take that, Twilight the Vampire. That's his name, right? His name's Twilight? Yeah, that's what I thought. The nice people at Break.com sent us a gift basket brimming with gourmet popcorn, chocolate cover espresso beans, and videos of stupid stunts gone wrong. We ate all the snacks, but we're sharing the failure. This clip's so crazy, we had to write the words in bones. Oh, yeah. Say, since the rise of the Tony Hawk video game, skateboarding has gotten a bit, I don't know, unrealistic for its own good. Skaters these days aren't just content with doing a power slide or a handstand on a banana board. They gotta take things to the next level of stupidity. I can only assume that's what this guy had in mind when he attempted the formidable double shed shred. Kids watching, if you like your spine unshattered, maybe don't try this. Well, that's a white guy getting it wrong for you. I'm gonna tear the roof in on this place. What? Where are my teeth at? What? Where am I feeling below the waist at? Faux shizzle, my paralizzle. If you want to see more videos just like that, then congratulations, you're a sadist. And you should head on over to break.com/websoup immediately. More pain right after this.
When Web Soup returns, get your hate mail writing pen ready for our nastiest thing you can't unsee yet. No, seriously.
Hi, welcome back to Web Soup. I'm Chris Hardwick. Someone recently asked me an interesting question. Chris, they said, what's your favorite thing about the internet? And I answered, can you please wait until I'm finished, girlfriend I'm still having sex with? But then I thought about it, and I think it's got to be probably a toss-up between photos of cats in sinks. Oh, adorable. Daddy's going to have to go to work with stinky teeth because he can't brush them. And things you can't unsee. Okay, so I want you to take a second and really imagine this scenario. You're with a bunch of friends. One of them dares you to eat not just one pubic hair, but the amount you'd find on a late 70s porn star. In other words, not just a carpet sample, the entire rug. What'd you do it, $50? Then would you immortalize it and shame your family by posting it on the internet? Well, would you?
Come on, hey, man.
No, guys, that's a real fetish. They eat a lot of hair and then you poop it out. It's called caterpillaring. You guys ever do that? You ever do that? It's not. By the way, I want to underscore this. He did that for $50. 50! Yeah, $50! I'm set for life! I don't think there is a word to describe the feeling of utter disgust that clip causes. Oh! That's the word! Thanks, goat. Seriously, though, I'm not kidding. That might be the grossest thing we've ever shown on this program, and that is saying a lot. I'm going to need an extra strong palate cleanser just to get that video out of my brain. How about, I don't know, and I'm just spitballing stuff here. Let's say a cat catching treats with its paws. Nah, it's adorable, but I'm still picturing that idiot with a mouthful of pubes. Quick, give me the bagpipe cat! Now, all I see there is just an animal covered in pubes. It's not working! Crank up the cuteness to 11! What was I so upset about again? Thank you, preview window. All right, that's enough. It is time for the greatest web video ever this week. Tiny cars aren't just for Shriners anymore. Nowadays, sightings of children cruising around in miniature cars are as common as Soup spin-offs. Unfortunately, every once in a while, a toddler will get behind the wheel after one too many juice boxes, and the results are tragically adorable.
Good morning.
Why would that little girl get in the car? I'm not gonna die just standing here. That kid's totally gonna get pulled over. You been drinking tonight, sir? No, officer, I just had a couple of breaths down at the mom. I'm in tip-top shape. I know, it was very precious. But it wasn't so cute when the Malibu police pulled him over. That kid went on a nasty tirade where he blamed the Jews for Brussels sprouts, bath time, and controlling the banks. All right, well, time for me to roll out of here. I gotta hop on this freeway behind me.
Car's ready, Mr. Hardwick.
There's a sawbuck for you, Mitch. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. You can follow us on Twitter. We're at WebSoup. I'm Nerdist. And also, we're on the podcast on iTunes. Good night. Look out!